Of South versus North Division matchups. Una na dyan ang Davao Occidental laban sa Marikina. As that jumper by Timaho rolls out. Quarter scoring natin. Mababa yung output ng magkabilang kupunan. Combined 19 points in the first. It picked up in the second period, 19-18 for Davao Occidental. And then plus 8 naman ang Davao in the third. This was Neo Timaho getting the basket and a bonus free throw coming up after that foul.
Laki rin ang improvement pagdating sa scoring ng Tigers in that third quarter. They're the first team to at least come close to a 30-point quarter in this match. But if you're Marikina, you love that your production has also gone up. But you have to be able to go back to that really good offensive rebounding and put back quarter in the first for you to be able to come back. You got to defend against the Tigers too.
Then Chavez. Not close on that shot. Salubre, that putback does not work. Agovida got bumped. Nauuna si Escoto pero hindi naibigay ni Ubaldo. Timaho to Escoto. Ubaldo cuts. Kick out. Intended for Casajeros. Was broken up by Janshur Salubre.
Yeah, Ubaldo had a mismatch right there. He was going up against Ricky Permingan. He's got that momentum going down, but chose to locate shooters outside. Sometimes you have to, size up where you are on the floor and the defense that's right in front of you. But it's enough for you to take a shot, or you have to kick it out.
Peñano, hook shot. Carl Peñano with 8 points.
Nobody's been able to stop Carl Peñano right now. He's getting his thing on the floor. He's 4 out of 6. And he's had 8 rebounds, 4 of them coming from offensive board. He got a steal too.
56-51. Escobedo off to the right. Escoto inside to Ubaldo. Kick out. Timaho. Quick catch and shoot. Can't get it to go. Tatakbo ang Davao Occidental. They've got numbers here. Agovida goes up strong and got bumped on his way up by R.R. Casajeros.
Grabe rin nagiging effort ni Agovida talaga. Makikita mo, a big man that's running the lanes with you on the fast break. He really just wants to take advantage on that side.
Former GRU heavy bomber Keith Agovida missing on the first free throw. Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Substitution YouTube for our Casajeros.
And reinforcements coming in. Jay Utok returns for Marikina. Arboleda naman para sa Davao Occidental. Papalitan muna si Janshur Salubre. 6-point lead for Davao. 57-51. Bola mananatili sa panig ng Marikina as we approach the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Leo Timaho, Ubaldo, Carl Peñano, Jay Utok, and Jetro Escoto, the unit now for the Shoemasters. Escobedo gets the steal. Attracts the defense, kicks it out to Ricky Permingan who hits the side of the backboard. And a foul called on Marikina.
Nelson Ubaldo. So he was jockeying position against Harold Arboleda. On a 1-4 flat, baseline out of bounds here. Should get a corner exit from, there you go, tricky.
Permingan puts it on the deck. Agovida, short stab, will not work. Ubaldo, bounce pass. Deo Timaho lays it up and in. No, what I'm observing here from Ubaldo, every time may chance siyang ipasa, he's a willing passer in transition.
Oh, yes. And pretty much parang ganun yung DNA niya, no? Hanap kung sino yung libre. Kaya kanina, yung isang drive niya, which I said he already had advantage. Parang pass-first mentality. Ito si Ubaldo.
Quietly has 4 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Utok grabs his second rebound of the ball game, or actually his fourth rebound of the ball game. Ubaldo can't hit the shot. Timaho there for the stick back. Deo Timaho with 10 points. (57-55). Dalawa lang ang kalamangan dito ng Davao Occidental. Bago Vida gives it up to Harold Arboleda. De Chavez from the left corner. No good. Offensive rebounds have been key so far for Davao Occidental. Already 11 offensive boards. 3 seconds left.
Missed shot.
Timaho lines it up. It's good for the lead.
He's definitely feeling it right now. Deo Timaho, he had only 2 points in the first half. So far, has been doing real good here in the second.
58-57. 1 point lead for Marikina. Perumingan tries to answer. It rolls out. Timaho collects his fourth rebound. Escoto at the controls against Ricky Perumingan. Now it's Yutok firing a free. Agovida clears it for Davao Occidental. Escobido doesn't get the friendly bounce. Peñano with his 10th rebound. Escoto. Wala.
Oh, wow.
Sa loob. Ubaldo. Almost. And he'll head to the line for 2 shots. Both Carl Peñano and Ubaldo each have 10 rebounds as we check out this fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split type air conditioners.
Deo Timaho really is just staying active on the offensive end, scoring that time in transition. Well, kumusta naman tong matchup ni Ubaldo tsaka ni ni Harold Arboleda? I like that he's matching up really good with Harold.
Ubaldo, the lefty, cans the first free throw. Marikina with a 2-point lead. Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Halos very similar yung numbers nito ni Arboleda tsaka ni Ubaldo.
We have a timeout here with just past the halfway point of the fourth. Davao Occidental trailing by 2 points, 59-57. Marikina is gunning for another upset. Remember, they had that big win over Imus in Abra. Kamakailan lang this month. Or actually, that was during the last day of the month of May where they did that. And seeking to duplicate that feat against the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Actually, Marikina had very close losses in their first 6, 7, 8 games. You know, they lost just by 4 points to Manila, just 2 points to Pampanga, 3 points to Valenzuela, point to Zamboanga. That pretty much tells you may mga winnable games itong Marikina early in this season.
We have a coach's challenge requested here by Davao Occidental. We'll be back for the result.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge has been nullified, resulting to a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing Davao Occidental Tigers. Come alive.
Inconclusive challenge from Coach Arvin Bonleon. So, with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Marikina with a 2-point lead. Davao with the possession here. Terzo having trouble getting away from Jomel Landayan, but Landayan a bit too handsy. Committed a foul.
And Terzo was trying to create space, separation between the both of them so he can go to that open spot on the floor and receive that inbound.
Salubre will bring the ball down for Davao Occidental. Terzo. Arboleda with a catch. Agovida positioning himself down low. And great stand on defense by Marikina.
A good defensive stop against top scorer for Davao.
Timaho. And agawan sa bola between Landayan and Salubre. Jump ball situation. It will stay with the Marikina Shoemasters.
And so far, parang pag tinignan mo, almost everything inside the paint. Really more advantage para dito sa sa Marikina, while anything in the passing lanes works well for Davao.
And the new guys have contributed well. Jay Yutok, Deo Timaho, Ubaldo.
Right.
Now Ubaldo slides in and scores with that gorgeous feed from Deo Timaho.
Two things you like there. One, Deo Timaho was very patient in executing that two-man action middle of the lane. And two, you like that he put his trust on that rolling Ubaldo. And Ubaldo really just finishing off that good feed by Deo.
15 to 1 quarter before that triple by Joseph Terzo. That's their first field goal of the period. And it took them almost 7 minutes to buy a bucket. Now they get a steal. Salubre, medyo nadulas pa siya doon, but able to regain his balance and score. Pabalikan lamang sa Davao Occidental, 62-61.
Good 5-point swing there, led by Terzo with that three and that good feed over to Salubre.
Yutok short. That's his own miss. Inside, Landayan had to adjust. The Chavez the rebound for the Tigers.
I think that they're gonna need Carpeñano on the floor right now.
This is the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the Mpbl. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
I feel Marikina gotta go back to Carpeñano. He's been their leader in terms of offensive rebounding alongside si Ubaldo. Both of them have 4 offensive rebounds. Nobody's checked him so far, but is right now seated on the bench.
Terzo seek to draw contact but makes it anyway from downtown.
Wow, a 3-point shooting display here by Terzo.
That's a great move as well by Jay Yutok. Managed to plant his pivot foot.
Terzo right now is 3 out of 4 from 3 and hit a couple here in the fourth. He's actually 2 out of 2 on his last 2 attempts.
65-63. Terzo makes his move. Lays it up and in. Joseph Terzo. Timaho gets the answer on the other side. 13 of his 20 points coming here in the fourth quarter. Did not score in the first half, Deo Timaho, and has poured it on here in the last 2 quarters.
19 points in all, or 20 rather, for Deo Timaho. And he just continues to take advantage of the defense that's put up on him. Pero itong si Terzo talaga nga naman trinabaho itong fourth quarter na to. If he's not making threes, he's getting assists and getting in the lane for those finishes.
We have a timeout. We'll pause for a break. Back with us here at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. Joseph Terzo has scored all but 1 point here in the fourth quarter para sa Davao Occidental Tigers. Has a total of 15 points. Isa lang ang lamang nila though because Marikina has kept on coming. Revitalized by this by 6 new players. Agovida got fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
And Keith Agovida has carried this team for the most part until this fourth quarter show by Joseph Terso. What you like about Terso, though, is apart from scoring, it's the leadership on the floor.
This free throw, that's atin na Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Not only has he been very efficient on the floor, shooting 6 of 9 from the field and 3 of 4 from 3, he's also gotten 7 assists. And so, a good balance of contribution para dito kay Joseph Terso for the Tigers.
Agovida with 14 points, 5 rebounds, giving Davao Occidental a 2-point lead. Timaho at the post. Angeles, straightaway free, no. Timaho with the rebound. Almost a steal, and a foul given up by Raymart Escobedo, just their 3rd team foul.
And that rebound by Timaho is the 22nd offensive rebound for Marikina. And, you're giving up so many of these offensive glass that you're giving opportunities for Marikina for a second crack at the basket.
That really has kept them in the game, especially in the first half.
That's right.
Timaho, turnaround jumper, bounces
look at
off the
that.
rim. Angeles! No good. Tiamzon there for the stick back. We are tied 68 all.
That's a couple of possessions where you actually collect about a couple or 3 offensive rebounds altogether. Airball shot, they pick it up. And so they got another chance for points there.
Escobedo. Agovida. Another foul called on Marikina.
And Terso telling the guys, you got to keep at it. You got to secure that box out and that rebound. Deadlock at 68 with 1:08.
It's a long way to go.
Marikina committing 20 turnovers and collecting how much? 24 offensive rebounds already.
9 out of 11 from the line. Itong Davao Occidental.
Really almost half of those rebounds of Marikina coming from the offensive glass.
Marikina using one of their remaining timeouts with 68 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll pause for a break. We'll be back.
Na importante dito sa Tigers, if they make a shot attempt, be sure you box out and secure that defensive rebound.
And now they clear it on the left side of the floor.
Nice fake.
Shot on its way by Tiamzon. Can't get it to go. And Angeles and Yutok had the ball on their hands, but just couldn't secure the rebound.
Oh, yes, they did. And again, thankfully for the Tigers, they lost it out of bounds, because that would have been, if they had controlled that possession, that would have been another easy 2 points underneath for Marikina.
52.1 seconds remaining. Agovida back to Joseph Terso. You see the turnover point story. 20 turnovers by Marikina converted into 27 points by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Now on the other side, there's so much second chance points that Marikina has also scored. That's 19-2 on the second chance points opportunity.
Salubre got blocked by Tiamzon.
Good showing here by Tiamzon on blocking that corner 3.
2 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
2 seconds on the shot clock. 2 seconds to shoot.
2.0 seconds to shoot here. And the blocks. Davao with 6. Apat naman para sa Marikina. Agovida can't get it to go. Marikina chance to tie or take the lead. Angeles though lost it on the sideline.
Yeah, well, a good tap from behind though. See this little tap from behind helped in Angeles losing that possession.
Shot clock is off.
this now is a matter of managing clock here, but you got to get the ball inbound safely.
No need to foul yet if you're Marikina, although they gave up an early foul.
They're going to send Keith Agovida to the line. It's not a smart foul though. They're 8 out of 10 right now from the line. And the Keith Agovida has split his 4 free throws, 2 out of 4.
Agovida has hit key free throws here in the fourth until that miss.
73% free throw shooter. Because you got what you bargained for. You missed one.
He misses another.
Missed a couple.
Magkakataon para sa Marikina. Kiamzon. Foul given up by Arboleda. That's their last foul to give.
They didn't need to foul that time.
11.7 seconds remaining. Marikina will use his final timeout. And Coach Mike, just 2 points separating Marikina and Davao. And let's see kung anong i-map out ni Coach Angelo Nembres.
Deo, okay. Deo, Angeles, Jacob, Ace, sino to? Yutok. Screen, labas, pasa, palabas, diretso, tira, pagkawala.
Coach, Yutok to.
Angeles to.
Angeles. Pare, beng-beng na yan ha.
Tuman na coach. Okay, pagkawala, pasok dito.
Tama
Tapos
na
lang
natin.
ito, screen, pasa. Okay? Gets? Ha?
Hey, wala na tayong foul. Fouls to give. Okay? Go! Hey, sa
Governor Dennis Delta Pineda with Coach Pedic Di Matulak. And they're watching the action later on. Their team will be squaring off against Cebu in our main game. Wala nang timeout ang Marikina. Isa pa para sa Davao Occidental. And if you're Marikina, anong options sila dito, Coach Mike?
No, it sure looked like after all those actions, they're going to turn to Angeles for the basket.
Yutok back to Timaho. 8 seconds remaining. Yutok for free. It's good! Not sure if that was the designed play, but boy, Jay Yutok nailing a big three-pointer.
Well, it sure didn't look like that was the design. They actually were talking about Angeles taking the last shot, but quick thinking for Deo Timaho as well as Yutok to be able to feed that ball over to that corner three and knock it down.
And we have a timeout by Davao Occidental, down by 1. 3.5 seconds remaining here in regulation. And we'll listen in to Coach Arvin Bonleon.
Kobe.
Listen guys, listen.
3.5. Down. Kung open. Scoop. Oh, di Chavez. Okay, screen. Kung open to, bigyan na natin to ha. Bigyan na natin sikit. Oh, pag wala, sabay to. Open to, dito sikit, dito, lalabas yung
Screen mo dito.
Dito ha. Kobe. Here.
Gusto ko mangyari. Boys, mainit ko na. Boys, ang gusto kong mayari, kung dito ipapasa bola, ito ha, kung dito nila ipapasa bola, or dito,
Very important here. Both teams in penalty. And both of them also with no more timeouts. Let's see what they mapped out here on possibly the last possession in regulation for the Davao Occidental Tigers.
They have time. They have enough time. This is 3 seconds. 3.5 to be exact. They got a lot of time to execute this.
Terzo will trigger it in. Escobedo catches. Draws closer. Floats it up. Gets it in! At the buzzer! They will review this one, but boy, it looked good, Coach Mike.
And that was really not enough challenge against that middle drive.
And that shot will count. Raymart Escobedo just in the nick of time for Davao Occidental.